Hey everybody, welcome to another video. I'm back, and yeah, just want to say that if you've been buying this little thing over here in bulk, I would strongly advise getting the water jet spray thingy because it's a good investment and it feels really nice. Alright, so in today's video, I'm gonna try and teach you guys how to do the L-sit. Basically, there's gonna be a bunch of conditioning exercises and like progressions to work your way into it. Yeah, you can click the timestamp in the description below to get straight to the tutorial. Yeah, but I also wanted to add on that I took this like 2-week break off like the whole video editing and recording and filming and stuff because I realized, I was trying to go for numbers. Yeah, I kept like doing weekly uploads and Instagram posts and, kept filming stuff and all that, and was just trying to rack up like followers and likes and views, and I didn't see that coming and I was getting demotivated, and I realized like, yo, that's not what this account is for. I'm just putting videos up there and hopefully inspire people to get started with their fitness journey or exercising from the very comfort of their rooms and their houses. And striving for likes and views shouldn't be my main focus. It should just be trying to help people. Yeah. So I just needed to take that break just to remind myself like, hey, yeah, film what you like to do, put content that you like to make. Don't just do it for views and stuff like that. Yeah. And also, I guess now given this current situation that we're in, the market for home workout videos is quite plentiful out there. So yeah, means that you guys have a lot more content to see from myself and other YouTube content creators. So yeah, let's jump to the L-sit. The L-sit is a static exercise where your body remains straight but your legs come out at 90 degrees. You can do it on the parallel bars as shown, or you can do it on the pull-up bars as seen here. However, given that not all of us have parallel bars or pull-up bars at home, okay, I'm going to try and teach you guys how to do it from just off the floor. So that being said, the majority of your body weight is resting on your palms. As you can see, I myself here am struggling, but let's work on it together. So why the L-sit? I've re-recorded this a few times, but I think there are quite a number of reasons, but just the main point to focus on is that it's quite a straightforward calisthenic move to learn. And on its own, it can be a fitness goal. Like for me, mine is to improve my handstand, my balancing power. And yeah, if you don't really have a direction that you want to go, especially during this time, during the virus outbreak, a lot of us might be stuck at home and watching home fitness videos, trying to get ideas to keep fit at home, and you don't really know like what you want to do, where you want to go with your whole fitness journey. Maybe just choosing one simple static hold and working towards it can be a possible like goal option that you might want to consider. So yeah, here's the L-sit for you. Okay, so first thing about the L-sit is that you're loading your entire body weight onto your palms, onto your wrist. Okay, so make sure you warm up the wrist. Okay, I'm not gonna cover the warm up in this video, okay, but I would always advise warming up for 2 songs worth. Yeah, so that's about 7, maybe 8 minutes or lesser. Okay, but put it on the speakers, wear your earpiece or something. Do some kind of warm up for about 6 to 7 minutes. Okay, you also want your entire body, not just your wrist, to be warm. Okay, and I would advise doing like big moves, big exercises like jumping jacks, mountain climbers, little bear crawls and all that. And yeah, do that for 2 songs worth. And then we can start the exercises. So the first exercise that we have is still a portion of warm-up, but it's a compression exercise. What you're going to do, adopt the same L-sit position, and you're going to try to lift your legs up, okay, with your butt still remaining on the ground. Your 2 hands at the side here, and just try to lift your legs up as such. Okay, it is not as easy as it looks because it needs a certain level of hip flexibility. Okay, and the idea is that if you cannot lift it up at this point, if you're struggling, move your hands back a little bit, maybe to your thigh area. Okay, and of course you can put it at your butt area as well. This would be much easier. Okay, but the idea is that you're not doing a crunch, so you're not doing something like this or like this. You're trying to keep the back, try not to move the back too much. Okay, and just try and lift it up like that. This will basically help with the mobility of the hips. And eventually when you're working into the L-sit, you can use that hip to bring up the entire lower portion of the body. So do this, I would say, like 5 to 8 repetitions, okay, and repeat that for 4 sets. Alright, so the next exercise that we're going to use, basically shoulder shrugs, okay, but it looks like this. So I'll put my feet there. Now I'm not lifting my legs up, I'm trying to lift my butt up, okay, with my 2 hands here, okay, and I just press up. Okay, you can see that my shoulders are shrugging, this motion. So again, I do this, I would say 10 repetitions. If you can, maybe do 12. Okay, again for 4 sets. And the idea is that you want your body to get accustomed to being in that L-sit kind of position using the similar muscles. So yes, if you want to train like pushing muscles, pushing strength, you can do push-ups. But if you're doing a push-up, okay, your entire body is behind you. In the L-sit, your body is in front. So you want your arm muscles to get used to pushing with your body at the front of you, your legs. Yeah. Next exercise, we're going to be doing leg raises. Right, this one's going to be like a controlled leg raise. If you need to cushion yourself, you can put a mat, a towel, maybe put your hands on your hip bone area. Okay, just lie down. I'll prefer if my neck were to be facing up. Okay, then put my hands here and I just raise my legs. 1,000, 2,000, 1,000, 2,000. So we can see that it's a very controlled leg raise. Okay, if you want, you can point your toes. Okay, and it takes about 2 seconds to go up and 2 seconds to come down. So you're not rushing for like repetitions or something and like making your whole body go up and down. Now you're really injuring your spine and all that. Just slow and controlled, up and down. I would say 8 repetitions. And of course, do that for 4 sets. If you're feeling good, we can do a 5th set as well. Alright, so now for the fun part. Okay, we're going to be actually doing different progressions of the L-sit. Right, so there are 3 that I want to demo to you guys first. And after that, I will talk a bit more about it. Okay, so the first progression that you want to look at with your legs crossed. Okay, you're going to be in that L-sit position. Right, second progression, legs 90 degrees. Okay, again, push off and just hold it there. And the third variation before your legs are fully extended is just going to be almost extended already. Okay, so somewhere around here, from straighten, bend it a little bit, and again, push. So at this point, you can almost straighten into the L-sit already. Okay, but yeah, you're essentially almost getting there. So now I want to talk a bit about each variation. Alright, so one main thing to take note of when you're doing all these progressions, your shoulder still needs to be shrugged. Earlier when we were doing the conditioning exercise, okay, you're just shrugging your shoulders like this. Alright, it's a bit more obvious when you're doing this exercise. Okay, but when you translate it into your L-sit progressions, it's not as obvious. So when you're just, this is progression 1. Okay, when you're doing it, okay, instead of just having your shoulders down like this, you can see that I can't really push off the ground, I lose balance. Okay, but if I were to shrug the shoulders like that, now I can feel a bit stronger and I can balance better. Okay, so just remember to maintain the shrug regardless of progression. Okay, so for the progressions, what you should do, I would say 5 sets of the selected progression that you want. Okay, do not hold for the maximum duration each time. Okay, if you can lift yourself off for about like a total of 10 seconds, maybe you should aim for just doing it for 5 seconds. And of course, everyone's at different levels, so I won't specify the time frame. If you can just barely lift yourself off the ground, that's fine. Make sure you come down in a controlled manner. Okay, so if you're doing progression 1, and maybe you can only come off for like half a second or something. Okay, don't just plop down like that. Alright, make sure your arms are straight. If you go up and you need to come down, just drop back like that. Okay, you can see this and I just come down. Okay, don't just land off like that. Okay, that's gonna injure you. And if you realize the main differences in each progression, okay, from number 1 to number 3, is a matter of extending the legs. Okay, so it doesn't mean you need to jump from progression 1 to progression 2 and then progression 3. It's not like just 3 simple steps. Okay, there are in between little progressions you can take. So I'll just demonstrate from progression 1 to progression 2. Okay, where progression 1 is with your knees crossed, progression 2 is 90 degrees, right? So from doing this, I can slowly work on extending my legs a little bit. Okay, I don't immediately need to go into the 90-degree position. Okay, from here, just work on slowly being able to extend my legs a little bit, play around, one leg off, this kind of thing, before I get comfortable with
jumping into the second progression with my legs at 90 degrees. Subsequently, when you're going from maybe like progression 3 into the full L sit, okay, this is like progression 3, okay, about just more than 90 degrees. And I push off. I can try straightening one leg first, like this, okay, on the other leg, and things like that. So the main thing is that you are slowly working on bringing your legs out, and you want to choose a position that is comfortable for you to work at for 5 sets. So the rest time for these progressions, okay, if whichever progression you choose, in between your sets, take a relatively long rest. This is not a case where you do a certain exercise and rest a short while and then do the next exercise. These are more like powerful moves, and they are static moves, which means that often your rest time is a lot longer than your exercise time. So if I were to be able to hold an L sit for 10 seconds, I would normally rest something like 3 minutes. During these 3 minutes of rest, you don't need to be completely just like passed out on the floor. Okay, I would advise resting for 1 good minute, so not doing anything. And then on your second minute, you do a very, very light exercise, say like 10 push-ups or like 10 squats or something like that, just to keep your body warm, keep your body moving.
So we've come to the end of the video, trying not to make it too draggy. Hope you've enjoyed this little change of pace. Instead of like different home workouts and high intensity exercises, it's just like one single exercise with a tutorial. So yeah, in these times where there's this whole virus outbreak, every day there's like people dying and people getting infected, it can be quite depressing to see. So really just try and stay positive, and yeah, stay healthy, stay strong, take your vitamin C's and vitamin D's, build up your immunity, and you know, if the virus really happens to get you, just give it one hell of a fight, because I definitely will. So yeah, if not, don't stop moving, and I will see you soon.